These Babylonian ideas about the significance of the north make it easier for us to understand why Ezekiel's vision of God came from that quarter, despite the fact that it is the birthplace of all evil. The coincidence of opposites is the normal thing in a primitive conception of God, since God, not being an object of reflection, is simply taken for granted. At the level of conscious reflection, however, the coincidence of opposites becomes a major problem, which we do everything possible to circumvent. That is why the position of the devil in Christian dogma is so very unsatisfactory. When there are such gaps in our collective ideas, in the dominance of our conscious orientation, we can count with absolute certainty on the existence of complementary, or to be more precise, compensatory, developments in the unconscious. These compensating ideas can be found in the speculations of alchemy. We can hardly suppose that ideas of this sort remained totally unconscious so far as the adepts were concerned. What they were aiming at was a more or less conscious restoration of the primitive God image. Hence they were able to propound paradoxes as shocking as that of God's love glowing in the midst of hellfire, which is represented as being no more than the Christian conception of God in a new but necessary relation to everything hell stands for. Above all, it was Jacob Boehme who, influenced by alchemy and the Kabbalah equally, envisaged a paradoxical God image in which the good and the bad aspects appertain to the same divine being in a way that bears comparison with the views of Clement of Rome.